Bow, 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 bow.
You know, they say all teams are created equal, but you look at me.
That's the for alligator joke. You have to save that for the for alligator.
Okay.
You have to keep the joke. You made the joke about the for alligator. You have to keep the joke about the for alligator.
Okay. Hi. That was an intro.
Well, it's an intro. This is what happens when you don't let me make intros.
We're doing more content, really quickly. By the way, it's officially, as a little peek behind the veil, it is Boxing... no, it's New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve. I said
Christmas
two
Eve.
different holidays. It is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Hope you
Christmas.
all open some...
This video is going up on Christmas Day.
Do not quote me on that.
It is going up on Christmas
I have
Day.
work at
This was
6
promised.
a.m. on Christmas Day. Do not...
This was promised by
No.
the Keith Sheldon
No.
of YouTube / whatever the fuck the gobbledygook is.
Do not listen to this man. Do not listen to this man. He is a liar and a deceiver.
And lying about Christmas. That's crazy. That's crazy. You would only ever see this on the Keith Sheldon. Just a little taste of what you can see on the Keith Sheldon YouTube channel. Just a little taste.
Some, Pokemon YouTubers have decent plays, good commentary. I just have lies. Lies, and adequate plays.
Transphobia, that's the only thing you can ever get on this channel. So this team, as we can see, this team is weak to half the types. So you're playing against Joe Pick and the Texas Aggies,
Yes.
famous for getting 6-0'd by me a couple seasons ago and then dropping and then negative, and then he won the last season. In S-Div, I don't know what it is, because whenever he's in lower divs, he goes mental, like he does super well, but then whenever he's in S-Div, he just doesn't seem to prep or play incredibly well. I'm just really not sure what happens between the thing. I wonder if it's like real life stuff that's coincidental. But yeah, he's like currently the reigning champion of A-Div, and I believe he is currently winless in S-Div as of the week that this is for.
I can't...
He's he's only won one game, which is unfortunate.
Check for me.
I don't know which week this is for.
Week 4,
He
I
was
believe.
second overall in the drafts,
Week
and he
4, I
was
believe.
Landers Incarnate because he's just
Yeah,
so.
look, I get it. You hate that Pokemon, but like,
I don't hate the Pokemon. I just don't think it's particularly good. No, so I'm sorry. He is 1-2.
At this point,
So
okay.
he won the previous week against a guy who lost a bunch of games and then dropped out and got replaced by Haberly.
Was that Tezzy?
That was in fact Kezi,
There you go.
and he like made some weird transactions before he dropped as well, which was quite weird.
Okay. Anyway, so looking at the team with the Landorus, I'm not the I understand we have someone that whenever they hear like Landorus, it's like freaking the dad from Fairly Odd Parents, where he just stops everything. Yeah, exactly. Zooms it. Landorus,
I'm more like I'm more like a Crocker. Landers!
Yeah.
Very good parents! Yeah, I don't know. So he also has Infinappy, which is also a Pokemon, but I think is significantly overpriced in this league.
You hate every single Pokemon on this team.
Every single Pokemon on this team. For example, I'm a very big fan of I like Primarina. Primarina is okay. I'm not sure it's a round 3 pick, but it's pretty good. Deidre is a Pokemon. Xatu in round 5.
No, Xatu was a transaction, yeah.
Okay, well does that make it better? What was his round 5 pick that he dropped for Xatu?
I got no idea, man. I'm not.
Well, let's look at the transactions. Let's see what has happened. So this is after he made transactions. He dropped Swellow and Mega Steelix for Mega Aggron and Xatu. So he got a worse Mega and a worse
whoa,
type.
hot take. Hot
Speed
take
tiers.
there. Hot take there.
Well, I've had success with Mega Steelix and I've never had success with Mega Aggron. Therefore, Mega Steelix must be better.
That's spicy.
I had Mega Steelix on the team that I 6-0'd him with. No, I didn't. I think I picked that up the week after I 6-0'd him, or maybe 2 weeks after.
Okay, anyway.
But, dropping Swallow, which was his fastest Pokemon, and now his fastest Pokemon is Azelf, which is a very interesting decision.
Yeah.
And then he has Infernape, who is not great. So wait, he picked... Did he pick Swellow round 3 then? Oh,
No,
round 5? I guess that
round
makes
five,
sense in round 5.
yeah.
Mega Steelix, round 10. That's fine. I don't know. I don't feel like his team seems significantly better, but I guess it was really weak to water with that comp.
It also had Mega Steelix with no way of actually putting health into the Mega Steelix. Like Xatu is the only Wish Pokemon. It's much better, but it's at least
the
thing.
HP is from Leech from Decidueye, which I think Decidueye gets Leech, but I have to check. / learn Decidueye Leech Seed. It does not learn Leech Seed. Man, this is Xatu is his Wish support into Mega Aggron.
Yeah,
Now, having bad Wish support into Mega Aggron means that every single week you need to run Rest Hold Mega Aggron, or your Aggron does nothing.
yeah. So that's something we sort of figured out going into this match, which actually influenced a lot of our prep.
Because we didn't think Xatu was particularly good against Landorus and Thundurus especially.
Yeah.
But like Xatu didn't even really break Toxapex particularly well. Not that Toxapex is really necessarily coming
Oh, really? Against a Landorus?
I mean, I was going to say Landorus and Vikavolt and Azelf, but like, I think without one of those, you could definitely make. I mean, we seriously considered bringing Toxapex for this game, even if it not wound up coming.
Yeah.
Simply because it just completely blanked Infernape, and it was pretty good against Primarina as well. And you can switch into Gudra, and it checks Decidueye, and it stops Mega Aggron from setting up.
Yeah.
And Avalugg is a Pokemon, I guess. I don't know. Also, the Toxic Spike's Orb of Drapion was not necessarily coming.
Yeah.
So, like, there was definitely, like, decisions to be made. We did wind up deciding against bringing Toxapex, as you will see on the team.
Because, to be honest, like, we have, like, a zillion, Cryo Unities. But Landorus, say what you will, it's still a pretty scary wall breaker, even in a bad matchup for it, which I think this might be. Yeah,
like Psychics and Rock Slides are pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
I think Landorus has a lot of bad matchups where it doesn't have good speed support, and given that they have webs on Vikavolt against a team with 1 million ground immunities and a clear Bodymon as well, I think. That's interesting.
What's my clear Bodymon?
No, I'm thinking Bronzong. My brain is Metagross. That's Levitator.
Yeah.
You have Bronzong, right? Yeah.
Yes, I have Bronzong.
Yeah, so 3 Pokemon, two of which are faster than Landorus, which are always going to be faster than Landorus, and Thundurus, which is always going to speed tie it. Makes it a really 3? No, 2, because Landorus theory and slow. But like Tornadus is not great for Landorus. Thundurus is not great for Landorus, as well as Landorus is normally seen as the best check for Landorus, even though it's not necessarily a great check for Landorus. So the problem with Landorus and Landorus is that Landorus checks Landorus, but Landorus doesn't really check Landorus, especially in this matchup. Like, their Landorus does not check your Landorus at all, and your Landorus can only sometimes check their Landorus, and not that well.
We're in the Nega Void. There's too many.
You mean we're in OU like 2 months ago when Landorus was legal?
We're in. Anyway, also. This is a matchup where I'm really sad I don't have fire moves, like I don't have a Dome, because that's
Dome is, I mean,
very strong.
Like, I don't know if I would say this is necessarily the best Dome matchup, because Landorus is pretty spooky for it.
I guess.
They're probably going to bring a faster Scarfer, and it's not like they're going to bring Vikavolt, Aggron, and Avalugg, and also Aggron, I don't think dies.
Which faster Scarfer? Azelf and Infernape?
Azelf, Landorus, and Infernape.
Yeah, cool, bring Scarflander, that's so much worse.
Yeah, that's the problem with Landorus. That's the problem with Landorus, right?
Yeah.
You have to bring Scarf like an annoying number of weeks unless you have good speed support. This team does not have good speed support.
Anyway, let's stop bullying a team. Let's go.
We went into this matchup despite the fact that we're playing against Landorus and Karna being like, man, this is not a very difficult matchup. So here we have Air/Heatwave, Icy Wind, and U-Turn on Tornadus. Tornadus has 152 attack because it KOs Infernape with enough HP that it gets from speed creeping Thundurus after rocks.
Yes. And that's pretty
cool. It's got Icy Wind for Landorus.
And it always has Heavy Duty Boots because Heavy Duty Boots is just incredible for it. Yeah. No reason not to run it. The bulk is nice. We wanted some bulk. The bulk is pretty nice. It'll allow us to take a few just because I think it's probably going to be coming in a lot because it's especially in like physical attackers. So
Yeah.
it's something pretty important.
It's your blanket like mid-ground to a lot of mons
exactly.
on the opposing team.
Okay, then speaking of mid-grounds and not ever being able to do them, Mega Absol.
Mega Absol.
Throat chop, body slam, ice beam, sucker punch. Sucker punch for the okay, sucker punch was literally because we had no like other sort of plans, but the point was if they were rock polish,
Sucker punch allowed us to not run speed for Azelf.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we didn't run speed for Azelf. There we go. Yeah,
because we had sucker punch instead.
Yeah, because we actually needed special attack investment for the
Decidueye. No,
Landorus.
No, we didn't.
No, it might have been for Decidueye.
But that doesn't make sense because Torch Shop is Decidueye.
I swear it was for something.
I'm pretty sure it was for something, but like, it's not for Landorus. Even if you remove the minus per def nature, Landorus takes it pretty well.
I think this is. I think I just realized something. This is supposed to be.
No, I remember the main tally we went through for AC. Timid, jolly.
No. You'll see.
Okay, that does seem like something that you would do.
Yeah, this is. So we have the wrong nature on this thing.
I mean, it's fine. More damage into Decidueye.
Yeah, that's.
Also taking more damage from Shadow Sneak Decidueye.
Yeah.
Because we have the minus defense. But I mean.
Oh well.
It now switches in once to the only Pokemon that switched into, which is to say, Decidueye and Drapion. But you know, it's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Next is Parasophony.
Persephone. Why are you like this? Wait, why is it spelled wrong? What?
What?
Why is it spelled? That's not how you spell Persephone.
It's not. What are you talking about?
Look at your thing. You spell it right in your doc, but not there. Did you bring it to the game spelled? You have an extra E there for no reason. Between the R and the S. Not between the. I hate you.
Anyway, so this, Stealth Rock, Ice Beam, Seismic Toss, Softball. We couldn't really fit Teleport onto this set, unfortunately, because it just didn't have the move slots. We needed an Ice Beam so that Lando couldn't set up.
We didn't really feel like we needed it either.
Yeah,
Seismic Toss and Ice Beam were really good.
Yeah, Stealth Rock needed, the healing's needed. In terms of the spread, we basically paired as, we got as little defense as we felt like would, mattered. So, the extra, I think there was a specific calc, I forget what it was, but it's we pared it down until it, hit that calc, and then we just put it all into speed, because we actually wanted this speed, for outspeeding stuff. For example,
Primarina specifically.
Yeah, Primarina.
I don't think we actually did EV to a specific defense standpoint.
It was literally we got as we got minimum defense that we needed, and then speed on everything. Speed for it. I think it was also maybe for a kind of fast Mega Aggron, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean they effectively serve the same purpose, right?
Yeah.
We didn't think the Mega Aggron was going to be significantly faster than Primarina.
Yeah. I don't think we have enough E's in this name yet.
We have speed for literally 0 speed Primarina. And then we have enough bulk for... Is it for 2 heavy slams? No, it's not for 2 heavy slams. What other monsters do they have? Is it for Drapion? It is for Drapion.
Well,
It's so that we live 2 hits from a Swords Dance Drapion.
Ah, there we go.
I guess that was the benchmark we hit, if we were looking at that. I thought we were around speed, but sure.
Okay. Then the next one is King Midas.
Everything he touches turns to stabs.
Everything he touches turns to fucking dead.
Turns to stabs.
This is a pivot set, so we've got boots on it because we assumed it would be coming in.
Look, is a pretty good offensive typing.
Yeah.
Flip turn is nice. Liquidation is nice.
In this matchup, there's 1 rock resist and it's Mega Aggron, and we can flip turn out of that. It's got rapid spin, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
And it also outspeeds a lot of mons, which is quite nice. It's got speed for Decidueye Oh, it's slightly faster than speed for Decidueye for some reason.
I think it was for a Gudra speed. I don't know.
No, Gudra, sorry, so Decidueye hits 262. There's no way Modest Gudra hits 259, which is slower than, obviously, because it's base 70 versus base 80.
I swear it was for some sort of creep on the Gudra, I swear.
It may have been for some sort of creep on the Gudra. It might have been some type of anti-creep.
Yeah. But yeah, and then, wait, no! Wasn't it so that it adds... No. It's not so it adds Sweet Saves off. It easily adds Sweet Saves off at +1 there. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Okay, it's an okay Pokemon.
Yeah, very easily outspeeds Azel, +1. Yeah, it's good support.
Then we have a Choice Scarf for Lachesis.
Why did you pick a nickname theme if you were just going to disrespect your own nickname theme?
Because I can't pronounce anything. God, you should have heard how I used to pronounce Pokemon names when I was a kid. Jesus.
It's Midas. I'm sure you used to pronounce them better than you do now.
Oh no, dude.
Everyone knows it's Suisune, right? My favorite of the Gen 2 cats, right? Suisune.
Anyway, we've got Lando, Scarflando, U-Turn, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Knockoff. It's just okay here. We have the speed for...
we have the Blandorus set.
Yeah.
We have speed for Decidueye,
yes.
So speed for Scarf Decidueye effectively, because we looked at the Pokemon they could be bringing, and we didn't feel we were significantly concerned to merit running speed for Scarf Zartu, Scarf Drapion, or Scarf Gudra.
Yes. So
versus what we got, and the attack is just the same attack you'd have if you were Jolly, with 252. So it was just to maximize bulk without risking anything super specific.
Yep.
We didn't go into specific counts for how much we need.
Nope. We just wanted fatness.
Because you're lazy.
And oh wow! You can tell this was made quickly. This is disgusting. I apologize.
Did you actually do the nickname?
I apologize to my fan.
Yes.
I only got one out there.
I accept your apology.
Yeah, so this is just.
I'm just kidding. I'm not a fan of you.
I can't blame you after this performance, to be honest.
Yeah, it's completely ruined everything.
Anyway,
yeah, so you were very tired, and I think it was about 4 a.m.
Yes, so...
And we're just like, okay, speed time with Landorus, Nasty Font, U-Turn, Thunderbolt, Psychic, this can win. They're pretty weak to Thunderbolt plus Psychic.
Yeah, that's it. Amazing. Best set. We were so tired, we put the wrong... I was so tired, I put the wrong fucking nickname in it. So you can appreciate this.
And you know what the best thing is? When we make these sets, I also make them on my computer, and then I send in the paste, and my paste absolutely would have had the correct nickname.
Stop your lies.
It's his fault.
Lies.
So it's completely his fault. I could probably find the paste, but I cannot be fucked to.
He lies. See, he lies, kids. Never
all right, I'll find the paste since you're making me do it.
I'm not showing it on the screen. It's lies. You don't understand. Anyway, let's go to this matchup. So we're in it. I was on holidays by this point, by the way. So yeah.
I have to scroll through all of
holiday games. So they bought Landorus, Infernape, Mega Aggron, Gudra, Azelf, and Primarina. So basically, the top 6 Pokemon. Reasonable, that makes sense. I think those are probably the best Pokemon you could bring to the matchup. I think we
anticipated that, and potentially Decidueye.
And potentially Vikavolt, I guess, but it's
not I don't know.
that amazing.
We didn't really anticipate Vikavolt because you have...
not Webb's Vikavolt, but
No, you have Landorus and Thunderous, which both are immune to electric and resist bug. So, it can run Energy Ball for neutral hit to into Landorus that does nothing to Thunderous.
That's fair.
We did not particularly anticipate Vikavolt coming. We did not particularly, and we thought Gudra was maybe not coming, and Decidueye might come instead. And we thought that potentially instead of Azelf, they could have brought a different one. I remember what it was.
Yeah, but it makes sense that these. Anyway, so it's time for the lead. They lead Primarina. We lead Taunty because it's just sort of good.
I mean, yeah, you do. I was not ghosting you, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been complete 6-0. I have never not 6-0 Joe Pick when I played him.
Yeah.
Not saying that it isn't.
I should.
Who knows?
You know what?
It might have been.
I should actually stop saying we because it does make it seem like.
It does make it seem like that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And also, I wouldn't be losing games if he was ghosting me, unfortunately.
So,
I say that, I record live. People know I'm not being ghosted.
yeah. I've recorded
They
some.
my own thought process.
I've recorded some games live. I just was on holiday. I came back, had to work, and then got sick.
Yeah.
So I U-turned. That's it's
Yeah,
good.
we can see from this.
I actually
that
calced
it
for
was from real.
Scarf. We lived Scarf Ice Beam, so it was like.
You're
Oh wait, no, I'm
than
faster
Scarf.
anyway. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So I'm not a little Scarf Ice Beam.
Wait,
But
no,
I-
you're not. You're not.
Oh, no. But here's the thing: max speed torn is.
Yes. No, you actually are faster than Scarf Brim by 3.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
pretend we ran speed for it.
We did 100%. Then I got crit. Very I mean 16%. Very rude.
Yep.
And then I'm assuming at this point that they are choiced because they did not click flip turn, or they just hard switched out. And I feel like you'd want to run flip turn, unless you're not scarfed, because like you really don't need all the moves it's got. Like, because it's like you really don't need
Sorry.
full moves. I feel like
You thought it was Scarf?
I thought it was
Yeah, I
choice.
guess that damage makes sense.
And also like
Well, obviously it's not specs because it would have done way more. with
Yeah.
the crit.
yeah, no, I thought it was, and also I just assumed you'd bring flip turn in this matchup because I don't know. I feel like
I
flip
don't know.
turn's pretty
I
good.
wouldn't have assumed it was Scarf.
I did just because it didn't click flip turn.
Yeah,
I-
okay. I guess. I don't know that it necessarily had the move slots for flip turn.
Well, I mean, what do you need? Like, what do you need in this matchup? Like, you need a.
Water, ice, psychic, fairy,
You can just flip turn on the Toxapex, which is
or
what
you can
Psychic
hit
would
it
be
with
for.
psychic.
Yeah, but Toxapex can probably, like, if you're Scarf, a Spinef Toxapex is probably beating you anyway.
Yeah, which is why I didn't think it was Scarf because
Yeah.
it also did less damage than. Well, it definitely wasn't modest, but it didn't do very much damage at all. So
Yeah. Sure, fair enough.
question
Anyway,
that.
besides, I was literally on holiday, so I wasn't paying that much attention. Anyway, starts with
Fair
toss, and then he throws up the curse set, which is okay. But at this point, I'm just like, whatever.
I guess the guy with no good wish support ran rest talk on his aggron.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I'm just gonna chip this down until he has to rest, essentially. So I click Seismic Toss again, cursed again, and it's like, okay, he absolutely positively has to click rest here. So I go into Thunderous. And that's, that's pretty cool.
Because you know that Thunderous lives a +2 heavy slam 100%
Yes,
of the time.
100%. But like at
Unless-
the end of the
unless-
day, it is
unless
a
it-
major like him clicking heavy slam there basically means I'm going to lose my aggron now.
Yeah. Because there's nothing you can rest up against.
Yeah. So I get it in, click Thunderbolt, does 42, he can sleep, talk, and rest. He then switches out, which makes sense. I Thunderbolt.
You thought for sure, you presumably suspected that you weren't going to 2-hit KO him with Thunderbolt, but you're going to force him to rest.
Yeah.
And he would have had to get
well, if it
like
was,
a 1 in 9 chance to be able to get the heavy slam 2-hits into you.
yeah.
So it was definitely in your favor. And not to mention, he effectively lost his aggron if he went for that, even if he did get that first heavy slam.
Exactly. So, click the Thunderbolt, hit Gudra for, the tiny amount of damage you'd expect. They go into Infernape, expecting me, I presume, to go hard into Blissey.
Sorry, I'm pretty sure this confirmed that it was like either Spidef or offensive vested.
Yeah. I think it is vested.
It is vested. It is vested, for sure.
Yeah. So, basically at this
But not
point...
much Spidef invested, so probably like a more offensively invested
Yeah.
set.
So at this point, I think he went hard Infernape expecting me to go into Blissey, but I, very much assuming that he wasn't Scarf, just clicked U-turn, so that actually, puts
Because
me...
that damage doesn't check out if it's
Yeah.
Spidef. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I didn't bring Volt Switch, because why would I bring Volt Switch in this matchup? So I go into Lando, and now we in a good position. They went into Aggron while I clicked Knockoff, which makes sense.
Because knockoff was good into anything.
Yeah.
This also made you
But-
think that they probably would not scarf on Infinite, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Definitely not. And I think it was definitely the right play to go into aggro and predicting me to just click knock off.
Oh yeah, sorry, we
Because,
forgot to mention the reason we brought Kabutops is because we had to bring one of either Kabutops or Toxapex to make sure that we had, or Flamethrower Switch if it's a special Scarfer.
Yeah.
But then like when we had the two of them, it was just like, we can big round into base anything. Like Landorus is not going to die to full from a Scarf Infinite. I don't think it's even to a good.
Especially with all the bulk we've got.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then we just go straight into Thunderous, and here's
It's
where
range Thunderbolt.
and here's where I start. Oh, these sleep talks, quick through. And here's where I start overplaying my hand. This thing's gonna die, so I'm like, okay, he's gotta go into Landorus or maybe possibly even Goodra, right? But at the end of the day, Psychic's doing more to both of them. Because I don't think you just let your Mega Aggron die at this point. So I click Psychic.
You are
I
wrong.
crit him, which, but then...
It doesn't really matter because he rests on the top.
Exactly. So it's like, oh, okay. At this point I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll just nasty pull it. So I just asleep, use a sleep talk, uses curse. Yeah?
Technically this is the worst position you could have been in terms of the moves he clicked. Well, like in terms of thing, because you don't really call him next turn, and if he crits a heavy slam into you, he has a chance to KO at +1, or he has to either hit a neutral one into you and then crit the next one.
Yeah.
But either way, like you never get KO'd from 2 there, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know why you bought this.
Wait, you don't know why he bought it?
Yeah, I don't know why you bought
Yeah.
this against Pex, against like Thunt, against most
Anyway,
of your
he
team.
just gets 2 curses, so it's like, okay, well, at this point now I can just click Psychic.
Yeah.
And then in comes the Goodra, so in comes a U-turn. Get more chip on that thing, in comes Blissey, and Blissey is just a complete and utter menace. Then we go into Torn, because I expect a switch, specifically into Infernape, because he did it already, but he just clicks Sludge Bomb again, so it's like,
Just
okay,
get poisons.
I
No matter.
just keep clicking U-turn.
Yes, the suspicion there is definitely that he's assault vested.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like at this point, I understand the game. He just doesn't want to switch. Whatever. I'll allow him to not switch. And
Yeah.
now
I mean, he could have got a secondary, but I don't know why he's like, what is the poison? Like, you couldn't have just gone back into Torn and then
Yeah.
back into Blissey? Like,
Yeah.
Natural Cure is just an ability that completely invalidates what he's complaining about here. Like, even if he got the freeze, what did it matter? You could just
I can, yeah, like it probably could have helped. I don't know. It's the thing. Anyway,
I'm just not sure.
it brings
um,
in
Yeah, I'm not sure Azelf or Firming to even beat you
yeah.
if you're poisoned. Or Landers, mind you.
Okay.
Like, Focus Blast, I guess,
Yeah.
if you want to hit Focus Blast.
So he brings in the Infernape, and at this point I'm just like, whatever, he's not switching. And he didn't switch. Which, is pretty good, but it does mean that Landorus can come in for free, which is a bit of an issue. We go into
Oh, it's
Kabutops.
Ah,
We go into
wow, he's
Kabutops,
for some reason.
the greatest Pokemon of all time, and it's like, oh,
Greatest
fuck up
Pokemon.
Landorus. Oh, it just dies to Earthquake. Okay.
You were definitely sacking it, like,
Yeah.
we're not going to pretend like you weren't sacking it.
Well, it's like, look at what's left. 2 faster Pokemon, and a Pokemon that beats it.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Spanish probably does a significant amount of damage, but yeah, like,
Yeah.
It was the least useful member of the team.
By far,
it was
honestly, Toxapex would have been a lot better in the matchup now that I think about it, but
I
since
don't-
they didn't have a rocker, well, they might have had a rocker with Azelf, but
Yeah, Azelf could have been rocks. I mean, Infinite could have been rocks.
yeah. I mean, it was Swords Dance, I doubt it.
I mean, it's just bad Pokemon. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Probably still can.
In comes the Absol with the Ice Beam that we can just click, but they go into Primarina, but I was never not clicking Ice Beam, because that's
Especially because your only other move to hit from Arena is Body Slam.
hey,
You don't
don't,
even
bully Body Slam. But anyway,
Oh, I
rest-
just mean that, like, What were you worried about?
Right back into Blissey, Azelf, into Torn, and I'm once again facing another late Guardian clicking frickin' nasty pot for the second week in a row. Not fun.
Yeah, man.
A U-turn, go into Lando, because Lando has the bulk to be able to take this hit.
Well, it doesn't take Ice Beam, but it takes any other move. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think Psychic was a roll, but Sideshock never kills.
Does this thing even have Ice Beam? I don't think this thing doesn't have Ice Beam.
It learns Ice Beam. I don't know whether we brought it or not.
I'm
but
99% sure. I am 99% sure it doesn't, dude.
Oh, right, only has Ice Punch, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because I'm using this Pokemon in
Ice
SBT.
Beam.
I know
Azelf
what
does
it's
not learn
got.
Ice Beam. Does it learn Thunderbolt? It does. It learns Flammenwerfer as well, which
Yes.
is cool. But not Ice Beam.
Anyway, yep.
it's
U-turn.
not
It's a dead Pokemon. We now go into Taunty and I go into Primarina.
I'm sorry. The reason, obviously, they brought Psyshock was for Blissey. Because Blissey does more damage too, and they were predicting Blissey to come in.
That makes sense. But I had Narm flashbacks of the last time, so I did not keep Blissey in at all.
Yeah.
Then in Moonblast, I go into Lando, I think to sack it, but
No,
then,
to bring out to anticipate Landorus coming in, right?
I
'cause
think
you know what's
actually, yeah, I
called-
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
expect Landorus to come in, and so worst comes to worst, you either lost Landorus here, which didn't matter because Torn could definitely still
Yeah.
win between Torn
That
and
and
Blissey.
also, actually, no, I think the thing was I actually wanted Torn to be in because Torn won this on the spot. I actually
Yeah, for
wanted
sure.
him. I actually wanted him to kill this Landorus T because then Torn came in and then clicked Air Slash, then clicked Icy Wind and
Yeah,
won.
but Landorus so covered Landorus coming in. Though I
Yeah.
guess Absol was better, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Backup knockoff takes away the Assault Fest. They go
And then
into
we find-
Landorus.
Interesting here.
Yep, then I click knockoff.
It's Adrenaline Orb Landorus, so
Yeah.
he's expecting you to use Landorus as a check to Landorus, even though Landorus loses to Landorus, and his Landorus is a check to your Landorus. One speed. So what he
This
says
is
here,
the
pull
Twilight
back.
Zone.
He says, could have pulled back if my frame was faster. What he's saying here is if Primarina had any speed at all, literally even like 4 or 8 speed, it would have outsped Blissey, and then it would have switched out first, so then Landorus would have been intimidated, and it would have gotten the Adrenaline Orb, and then it still would have lost, but it would have lost less hard, probably. I mean, maybe it won, but I don't think it did.
It depends. They would have had to maneuver a lot. Anyway,
Doesn't get maybe with the crit into Torn?
it's sort of thing where it's like Sucker Punch is still doing a lot if they don't bulk up, and it's pretty easy to actually force this. So not pretty easy, but I can probably put this into positions where it's like, oh, it can never actually bulk up. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe, like, technically, Rock Slide does a roll? No, that's with Life Orb. Without Life Orb, I don't think it's a roll.
And also, I still have Intimidate because it's a
So
physical
he never
set.
KOs, yeah. And he would have been intimidating, he would have been a -1. So, I don't know, he would have relied very heavily on hacks to win from there.
Yeah.
If had gotten that speed boost. Without the speed boost, Absol could always KO.
Yeah. So, it died, but yeah, at the end of the day, my intention was literally to win with Taunty a couple turns ago, so that this died, Taunty came in and won. But,
Technically, sacking Absol was better than sacking Landorus, though.
Yes, but
But I mean,
I didn't know that.
I mean, even
Because
so,
Absol at that point also, by the way, Absol at that point probably also won, because Bloody Slam probably killed Primarina. Right?
yeah, it's true. Sucker Punch is also better to have than Scarf Landorus in case he's Rock Polish on his Lando.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
wasn't, because he told me he was Smackdown as the last move, so that he could not be walled by Bronzong.
Of course.
Anyway, that was the match. 5-0.
Does he know that Landorus gets knockoff?
That was the match. 5-0, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. 5-0.
If he hadn't
That's
missed
so
slide,
basically I lost. I think it was a 2 or was it a 2-0 or 3-0 loss? Week 1. No, sorry, week 2.
I can check.
Yeah.
You are Metro Goldeneye. So it was a 3-0 loss.
Okay, it was a 3-0 loss.
Which you already brought back with a 3-0 win against Jamal.
Yeah, so I
So-
would be at 11.
Yeah, you're plus 11 for 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1 plus 11. Pretty good. But unfortunately, well, no, next week I have to play the well, I've already played it, but in the next week I have to play the #1 seed of Hydra. Let's
The Hydra?
Yeah,
the Hydra of Football Club Miami.
Yes.
I
Let's see
don't,
how
I
that.
don't know which specific football club it's supposed to be. Like, it's just FC, which ordinarily means football club, and sometimes you see AC, which means athletic club. I'm not sure which specific football club is referencing. I'm going to check his team.
Regardless, let's figure out how well let's see how well I do with that next time.
Do you want to know what his catchphrase is for his team, the FC Madiena?
What is the catchphrase?
It's
Okay.
It's a very good catchphrase.
This record is over.